What's up, my Pacos in my pockets? I don't even know if I made sense with what I just said. But what I just said was, what's up, my dudes and my dudeettes? Yeah, I'm backing up right now. I'm using you as my rear view camera. So you failed on the job because I almost parked in the middle of the street. So I was going to, I went to YouTube and I was looking up how to interview for this particular job, and someone said that they asked the interviewer or interviewers, they ask questions that are not your traditional tell me about yourself, why would you be a good fit, tell me when there was a time in your life when you faced adversity and overcome whatever issue it was. When was the last time that you disagreed with someone superior to you and you were able to find common ground or something like that? The question was, that this person said that they were asked, was, the circus came to town and is now going to be permanent. And they were asking for people to come and apply. You can pick any job. It doesn't even have to exist, but you can pick any job. What would you pick and why? Now I'm gonna before I say this, I was every once in a while, basically like at least once a week, I'll find myself one-on-one with a cashier or somebody that's at work, and you can tell that they're in a down and out state. They're not really smiling. They're just kind of going through the motions. And I asked them, if you could be any animal in the animal kingdom, what would you be and why? And it completely takes them off their game. They're like, what? What did you just ask me? Whoa, what would I be and why? And it gets them thinking. So if the circus moves into town, what job would you pick and why? And I asked my wife, because my wife used to be in HR before she became a nurse. And I asked her that question, and she says, that's a good question. What would you do, Josh? And I said, you know what? I would be the person that is in charge of calming the fears of kids, that make kids and adults that maybe have never seen that animal before, or they have a phobia or something like that, and then I can help them through that fear into... God, it gets me choked up. I don't I have no idea why it made me want to cry. That's what I would pick. And she says, oh, Josh, that's so sweet. And I said, I know. That's what I do to deflect. But yeah, I was just kind of shocked by, those types of questions. And it's the way of seeing things that aren't really there, but you can see those things because it gives you meaning. It gives whatever it is that you're doing meaning. It makes whatever it is that you're doing meaningful. And so when I asked that question about the animal in the animal kingdom, what would you be and why? Usually people's belief systems and roots come up out of the ground, and they share a little bit of themselves that they hide under the soil without even knowing it. So someone says, I want to be a bird. I want to be able to fly and not have any ties to the ground. And immediately I start to think, well, they were surprised by something. Maybe they were betrayed because they didn't see the big picture. They didn't see the clues. And if they're a bird and they're at that height, they can look down and they will never be surprised. Nothing and no one can ever sneak up on them and surprise them. A chimpanzee or monkey or ape, yeah, the powerful, but they're also very family oriented. Maybe because they don't have a strong family. It's like that pendulum. So whatever it is that they say that they like about whatever it is, it's because they are missing it. It's in there. Right here is the line of make believe, the picturesque, the best scenario, and over here is reality. Everything on this side of the line is what my life is like. I don't have family. I don't have belonging. I'm not part of a tribe. And over here is I want, because they're part of a tribe. They're part of a big family. So makes me think of like all the things that we do, you know, whether it's War Robots related or in the community or in other games that we play. It's, you know, why do we play it? Are we addicted to it? I don't think it's necessarily addiction. Some people it is. But others, I think it's connection. It's something that we're not getting in our real lives. But then it can also be, you know, it could turn into a bad thing, because if we invest all of our time and all of our mental capital and all of our emotions into something that isn't tangible and it's not in the real, in the real world of our here and now, then we miss out on all the real and now and the real world tangible magic that's around us. There's a YouTube channel called Alpha Male. I love his channel. He is, he just released a video yesterday. It was something about how my 6 tips on getting over your awkwardness or something like that. And one of the things he says is get out of yourself, get out of here and grab your nuts and go out into the world and shake people's hands and introduce yourself and be part of the magic that's happening at the moment, but outside of your comfort zone. And it really makes me think like, wow, man, you know, I was able to experience that with Shane when I went to go up to Colorado to meet him, Shane and Matt. And I met, you know, Shane's wife. And it was awesome because, you know, I spend so much time with Shane and Jason with the podcast and stuff, that it was amazing to be able to actually meet him in person. So what is our daily grind if it isn't something that can be brought into the here and now in our tangible real life? As my truck, my car, my massage tables in the back, I could touch everything. I could touch my phone. The here, the now. Not the here, the now in this match. Because that's like a vapor in the wind. It's like it doesn't really exist. Conversation on Facebook, conversation on Discord. Yeah, it's cool. You're really communicating with somebody else, but you're not really communicating with them. You're not seeing a person's body language. So many arguments happen because of text. And I saw it play out yesterday on Discord. 2 people who have similar communication styles communicate the way that they do, and wherever they are in their life at that moment, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, whatever, if they're destitute, everything triggers them, then they misconstrued certain things. Or if they're in a heightened state of emotion, they misconstrued certain things. But if those 2 people, or if you and I, or they, whoever, communicates like you and I are communicating, well, not really one-way communication, but on video, at least, if we're on different areas of the planet, or different neighborhoods, or different states, you can see that person's body language and the eye contact and the tone of their voice, not just typing. Anyway, man, I'm running on, but I have a client right now. Let's see what time it is. Yep, I gotta go. It's 11 a.m. But I'm gonna try a live stream this afternoon, because my wife has a banquet or something to go to with her mom. And I'm like, hey baby, when are you gonna be going? She told me. I was like, yes. She says, you got things to do. And I said, yes, I know. I know exactly what I need to do. And I can't get none of it done when you're home. Ah! She doesn't understand, y'all. I need my man cave. And my man cave caves in when she's home. But I love that girl. I love you guys. I hope you, your friends, and family are happy, healthy, and safe. I said healthy. Have a wonderful day, y'all.